Hello there and welcome back to Fallout 76. So last video on this particular subject I covered the good old explosive crossbow. Now this crossbow has, let's have a look for you. Right, so this one is bloodied. Projectiles explode for 20% damage. Player can become invisible for 2 seconds, don't care about that. And bolts explode for 15 damage. So, sticking explosive bolts on a weapon that already has explosive damage did absolutely nothing to the output of the damage of this weapon. Comments on the video, someone said put on the fire arrows because the splash damage is brilliant. Others said put on the poison because the splash damage is brilliant. So I popped over to Sunny over here at the crater and I picked up a few crossbow plans. So let's have a look what crossbow plans I picked up. So if I pop over to notes and go over to the plan section to see what I haven't learnt yet. They're not exactly cheap, these plans, but I picked them up. So I've picked up the poison crossbow flame, the plasma crossbow flame, the heated crossbow flame, and the cryo crossbow flame. And somewhere I've managed to get the burning barb sheepswatch staff. So let's learn those plans. Right. So they have suggested the flame and the poison. So just to go totally off topic here, I'm going to go and select two that weren't mentioned just to start with. Also, this third star on the bow. Bit rubbish, really. So bloodied, I really like bloodied, and the projectiles exploding, which is the whole point of this video. So if I go over here, so currently we've got ghosts. Player become 10% become invisible for 2 seconds after hitting a target. That's just plain annoying rather than anything. What would I have on it instead? So let's click down the list. Agility, no. Charisma, no. Durability, is the crossbow's not going to break that fast. Endurance, no. Ghost, no. Intelligent, no. Lightweight, no. Luck, no. Lucky, no. Nimble, perception, resilient, steadfast, strength, swift. Swift! I would say on a crossbow 3rd star, swift would be brilliant, which is 50% faster reload speed. And swift is not one of the ones I have, unfortunately, so it gets to stay as the seriously naff 10% to go invisible, which, as I said, is just annoying. So currently we have this on explosive frame, which did absolutely nothing for the power of the weapon. Let's pop on plasma. So what does plasma do for us? Here's an interesting one. So explosive frame 28713. Standard frame, so it's 73 less? You couldn't really tell. Mostly explosive puts on splash damage. Doesn't seem to really improve anything on the explosive frame. Or maybe the explosive frame didn't do anything for the exploding projectile. I'm not sure how their sums work and how they worked it out. Quite clearly, explosive frame didn't do much. But putting it back to standard frame does appear to change it. So, plasma. So the actual damage is going down 73 and we've got energy damage going up 61. So in total about 12 lost. So let's pop on plasma. Let's go take on some squishes. I'm just going to have a quick look in my Tinker's workbench, see if I've learnt Swift yet. 3-star. No. Right then. Let's go take on some squishies. Let's pop over to Morgantown Airport. Let's see what these plasma arrows do. If it's particularly good against squishies, we'll take on some low-level super mutants. Give those a go as well. Sorry if my voice is sounding a bit crackly today. I've noticed on my playback on some of my videos, my voice is getting a bit rough. Probably coming down with something. Joy. Okay, I can hear something shooting at me. Probably a Scorch. There we go. So, one shot. Explosive and plasma going there. So yeah, we're one-tapping these quite nicely. Check the build. So this is basically my commando build, also the rifle build, and luckily on the same you can also stick your bows. So all I did is I took out the hello sir I took out the commando cards and just put in archer cards, and I took out the gun, what's it called, tank killer, and I put in bow before me, which is roughly the same sort of card. Right, yeah, so that's doing some nice damage. Let me just pick up some junk. You notice I started this off with 14 arrows, and now we're already up to 29 arrows. So you ain't never going to run out of arrows. You can start this build with 1, shoot a creature, and fingers crossed you pick up an extra arrow. Okay, then let's pop back to my base and swap those over for cryo arrows now. Just for the sake of this video, so I don't have to keep running up and down and into my cellar, I'm just going to pop over in crafting. I wish these were in alphabetical order. In crafting, I'm just going to stick in a metal workbench, just so I don't have to keep running up and down the steps every 5 seconds. Into my cellar and back. So into the bloody. So we've done plasma. Let's pop on. Prime could be good. Let's pop on cryo now. So cryo will do a little bit of damage and freeze them in place. Now what I'm interested in cryo isn't its energy output. I want to see. So let's shoot near myself. So yeah, I've frozen myself there. There you go, I'm frozen for a few seconds. Let's try this out in a crowd. I want to see how big that frozen is. So we want to get a decent crowd together. So let's check out White Springs. Let's get a gathering of ghouls together, and let's see what the splash damage is like on this thing. That's the main thing with freezing. Yeah, freezing stuff. So let's have a look-see on this. Just gather a few together. I don't want to get a mass. Don't overdo it. Just checking for Nuka-Cola. Quantum, more precisely. Oh, okay, that's good. Nothing particularly frozen in place there. But the main reason I would want this is for freezing. That's weird. I must have arm. So it's not particularly doing what I wanted, which is freezing mass loads of things in place. Okay, the very effect I wanted on it, which was freezing, and it's doing nothing. So in short, pretty much pointless waste of time. Try one more. No. So the one reason I'd want Cryo is one arrow and freeze a load of stuff in place. It simply didn't do that. So that is not a mod I will be after. So the plasma added some nice damage to it. Freezing didn't do the biz. Okay. Next is going to be flame arrows. Beware with flame arrows. Splash damage can be quite nasty to yourself unless you've got protection against burning. Best protection against burning is the asbestos lined armour. That will stop you catching on fire. Or you can have fire resistance as part of your armour. Yeah, my voice does sound a bit crackly today. Excuse me a second. Let's hope that doesn't affect the video too much. So, Cryo, rubbish. Flame next. Same thing, let's pop back to White Springs. There should be quite a few running around still down there. Now this is to check out the splash damage on the arrows. This should give you some dot damage over time. But like I said, beware, don't shoot too close to yourself, because you will be doing dot damage to yourself as well. Make sure the stim packs are on standby. Let's just pick up some of those arrows. Okay, that's our first customer. Double check I've got. Okay, that could have been one of the reasons it wasn't working too well. I'm a bit low there, so I'm going to get rid of. Okay, let's just see what it's like on without having Grenadier on. Okay, yeah, we did some splash damage there. Yep, splash damage is definitely working. As I said, be careful when shooting flaming arrows. The flame and the explosion together, for somehow or other, is a very deadly to yourself more than anything else around you. Yep, that definitely did splash damage. Definitely had more than one on fire at the same time there. Just jump around like a kangaroo. Instead of your own splash damage. And yep, so the dot's working quite nicely there. As I said, just be careful with killing yourself with flaming arrows. Ooh, another customer. Well, hopefully I can get these two together. Nope. And whoa. Yeah, explosive flame arrows. That unfortunately is going to happen a lot. Let me just pop back there, pick up my junk. And then let's go try some flame arrows. I have an explosive burn laser pistol as well. The burn on its own does nothing to me. The explosion on its own does nothing to me. But you stick explosion and burn on the same. Very sorry, we're gonna have to go visit a robot just for a few seconds. I'm not turning down the opportunity to earn myself 4 cores. So let's go try a flaming arrow. This is not going to end well. Right, let's try a flaming arrow on a bunch of robots and a pissed off sheep robot. And there's the pissed off sheep robot. Ah, man, right in the face. Luckily I got those just in time to pick up some goodies. Right, let's try against some robos. Burn damage works against robos. Poison damage, on the other hand, does not work against robos. Yeah, so the damage over time and the power of the flaming arrow, brilliant. For 1-hit kills so far. Plasma was brilliant. And you know what? The plasma didn't end up killing myself. Okay, so there we go. We didn't actually manage to shoot the pissed off sheep robot. But, yeah. Let's go stick on some poison on this thing and kill ourselves with poison splash damage instead of flaming splash damage. Well, let's go see how bad this poison splash damage is. So what we got? We got flame, poison splash damage. Let's go try this poison splash damage. What the hell? Let's go try some poison splash damage on some low level super mutants. Beware if you put quad on a crossbow. You will have to do 4 separate load animations, as far as I remember. But then you get to shoot 4 bows, but then you got to go hide while you load that. 4. Okay, alright, so here goes. So the initial explosion's good. Yeah, and the dot kills. So in instances where you just want to shoot and run. Yeah, poison's good, poison's good. Right, sorry, but I'm going to have to test poison. Against myself in a second. Just beware if you do put on Grenadier, the splash of the fire or poison is going to be a lot worse. Okay. Do we die? Oh yes, we die. So yeah, beware poison splash damage. Also deadly to yourself. Let's just go pick up my junk. Something's still around somewhere. I think someone else is having a battle in the background somewhere. Nothing seems to be hitting me. Right. Okay. Leave them to themselves. So yeah. Fire, brilliant. Poison, brilliant. Just do not use in a crowd situation. Do it from a distance. So they are one-shot kill, but you've got to remember that poison's going to work over time. Okay, so let's pop back and try. See, that'll be a good one. This will get some cores as well. Let's like camp on top of something, shoot from a distance. You can just basically shoot, ignore, shoot, ignore, shoot, ignore.
Now that you have everything visualized, I will begin a series of
Okay, let's go camp on something nice and high so we can get a lot of decent shots off. This is the definition of shoot and forget. I'm going to put the grenadier on. Let's forget bow before me because they're not very armoured. So the splash damage is now a lot greater. Yes, there you go. Lots of numbers. So the splash poison is going to be doing a fair old amount of damage now. So if we've got a crowd, that's going to be brilliant. Oh, look at that. We started off with 14 arrows. We've got loads now. Yeah, look at that splash damage. That was quite good. But as I said, you simply do not want to be around when that splash damage goes off. So, in a crowd situation, it's going to be bad enough, but do not have Grenadier on in a crowd situation. You are going to be doing most damage to yourself. Yeah, this is really good for this event, and arrows are so accurate. I haven't had a miss yet, and if they are missing, it makes no difference because with Grenadier on, the splash is big enough to get them anyhow. Yeah, for this type of look at that, brilliant. And of course, Flame will be doing exactly the same. Yeah. I've literally never considered this weapon so good. Reload time's not bad either. It's not like the bow as well, which is very much like a Gauss weapon, where you have to draw the string and wait. Where you have to draw the string and wait. the crossbow's like a standard gun. All those little shiny ones down there, they're all us. I think we've found this gun's vocation. It literally never misses. And if it does, it makes no difference because the splash damage is massive with Grenadierum. It literally never misses. One shot and just ignore. We must be racking up. That kill can. Brilliant. Into a crowd, that splash damage is brilliant. Let's just not aim, let's just... 3 there. All 3. Poison damage. And of course, something like this, you are definitely not affected by even shooting where I can't even see. I haven't missed yet. 8 to go. And it doesn't matter when I miss. Ah, this is brilliant. Just go down to my last arrow. And there you go. And I'm out. Will it? Yep. Jeez. That's good. Oh god. Need to get somewhere where the splash damage ain't gonna kill me. Yeah. One drawback for this weapon. You need to get out of that splash damage. Right, let's get rid of Grenadier because that's just self-killing. Pop back on anti-armor. Right, and yeah, look at that, 305 arrows. We're doing well. Let's just go around and pick up everything that I've managed to get. I don't know if I shot too much over here. There we go. I've got it set to glow until cleared. That way it's easy at a glance to see which bodies you've looted and which ones you haven't. I'm not quite sure how big the loot circle is, but say if you come over here, just loot that one. It's cleared all the way over to here, it's cleared all the way over there. Didn't quite get that far. But at least that way, if there are any legendaries, you ain't gonna miss them. I can hear another ghoulie somewhere. Nope. Now I shot a few by just shooting randomly into the bushes. There you go. Nuclear waste. Don't care. Nah. I pretty much got them all. There you go. 368 arrows. And we were down to 0. And let's have a look at the condition of the arrow. Not the arrow, the bow. So just pop over to weapons. Okay, yeah, fair bit of killing, and it's dropped down to about 3/4, which isn't too bad. To have gunsmith on. I think this one didn't start off as 200% health. Okay, from a distance, whether you choose flame or poison, choice is yours. They both do pretty much the same thing. For instance, if you choose a mole rat miner, let's double check that. I was told that mole rat miners are immune to poison splash damage. Let's go check that out. Not going to bother with altered sight arrows. That's just arrows that hit a little bit harder. Who cares? This is all about the explosion mixed with splash. Okay, I'm not going to shoot the moley. Let's just... sorry, I need to stick back on Grenadier. Have a pissed off mole rat miner. Right, so shoot near it, but not actually it. Okay, so whoever told me that mole rat miners are not affected by poison was a bit wrong. Let's shoot one directly. So yeah. Don't want to shoot too many of those because I want to come back with flaming arrows, see how good they are against moldy rat miners. Now I know there's a workbench somewhere around here, but I don't want to kill too many before I get to it. Just kind of sneaking around the back, confusing. Okay, no, that is a chemist bench, armor bench. Man, no weapon bench. Gotta have a weapon bench, come on. Is there a weapon bench upstairs? No, we are going to have to go and come back. So let's just quickly pop back to my base again. Just hide so I don't get shot, so it stalls out the animation. Excuse me. We're going to pop on the flame arrows and come back and see how well flame does against mole rat miners. So if you saw my explosive on explosive test of this gun, I was hideously unimpressed. It made no difference. Right, and let's stick on flame and pop back and kill some moldy miners. So poison, very happy with poison. Plasma, I was very happy with plasma because it turned it into one-shot kills. So plasma is 8661. Prime is 104. So 86 and 81. What was that? 8661. So what's that? 46 difference. 147 difference. 104 difference. Yeah. plasma is going to be much better than sticking on that one. And of course, with the new enemies and their different resistances, anything that's particularly sensitive to flame is going to go down a lot faster than those if they're not, obviously. But let's face it, most creatures seem to be affected by fire. Wolves, definitely the dog creatures, they do not like fire at all. And then there are more creatures that are resistant to poison, I think. Like, I think gluppies aren't particularly affected by poison. Right, okay then, so let's see. So okay, fire's doing the job as well. Where are they all hiding? Excuse me a second. Right, sorry. Where are we at? So, fire does exactly the same job as poison on those. Yeah, I am more than happy with the crossbow. Plasma, yay, for one-shot kills of super squishies.
Citizens. Nuclear strike imminent. Please exit the area at your earliest convenience. Thank you for your cooperation.
Poison and flame, good for splash damage. Yeah, I'm happy. Let's just have a quick look to see where. So that's going to be the queen. I'm not really going to take this up against the queen. She's pretty much resistant to fire, explosions, poison, you name it. Okay, so I have been Nomadic Moth. This has been me testing out an explosive arrow crossbow with plasma mod. Yay, thumbs up. Flame mod, thumbs up. Poison mod, thumbs up. Just cautionary tale of poison and flame. Don't use it in an enclosed area or close up. You will kill yourself quicker than you kill them. Yeah, very good. I've been Nomadic Moth. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Hope it's been entertaining. If you liked it, please stick on a like, and if you want more of my videos, just hit that subscribe button or visit my page on YouTube at Nomadic Moth. Thank you very much. I'm now going to go and shoot a Scorch Beast Queen. Goodbye for now. Bye bye.